There it is, man. Welcome to episode 7 of ADisElevated. I'm live from the Boys Club, and you see who's on the screen. My dog, my brother, my homie, J.Smith. J.Smith. It's J.Smith, baby. Come on now. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
What's
man.
good? What's good, AD man?
Hey.
I'm always a pleasure to be graced with your presence, my brother, man. It's been a long time coming with you. And like shit, what a decade of friendship now, you know what I mean? So I'm
Sure.
grateful for every time I get to link with you, chop it with you, all that good shit, bro. Cause life precious. Life
Life
precious
precious,
as
no,
fuck.
for sure. No, I appreciate your time. This was this has been on my mind for a while. I just knew that you know when sometimes you just got to start something. If you don't start it, then you never gonna do it right. I've been trying to like, okay, how am I gonna bring back the interview series like in a professional setting? I want to sit down. I want the cameras. I want to, but I'm like, if you don't start it now, then you never gonna get to that spot. I don't want to wait.
Right.
Plus, I got people I want to interview that are in different places, and you've been on that list for some years now. So I think
My guy.
we might have done like a print interview at one time, but I don't think I've ever actually sat down on wax and converse with you. So that I'm like, no, I need to talk to Smith. So thank you.
Of course, bro.
Hey man, so we gonna bounce around throughout this conversation, but I wanted to start it off by discussing a particular time. Um, you're a very important person to my life, Mr. Smith, and I say that not just because friends. But I'm gonna tell you about this time, which I told you about briefly before, but this has been fall of 21, and you had just dropped the effects of it all in August, right? In the fall of 2021, I was like, I used to people used to say that it was like sad or depressed, right? And toxic man, all right, you can figure it out, get over it, man up, right? You stand on your square, chest out, right?
Right.
And then that fall of 2021, I guess I'm 31 years at the time, it smacked me in the face. Like
Mm.
just like depression smacked me in the face. I'm like, oh, if this is even an ounce of what people like say they feel, you know what I'm saying? Then like I can understand how people like, man, how they feel the way they feel. Because I think mine was probably a very slight, depression, right? Um, but I bring that up because in that time period, I had put the effects of it all on, and you know how sometimes music like it just like it's what you need. You don't know it's what you need until it's what you need, right? But like
Mm.
like there are certain it's one, it's the vibe, right? Two, there was
Mm.
a comfort in your voice for me, but it was the material it of the records, but it was also some of like the core like concepts and the hooks, right? And it was exactly what I needed to get me through that phase. So
Right.
fall of 2021, I played the effects of it all like a lot.
Mm.
So like artists progress, right? I mean, I've heard newer music from you since then, but for me, even to this day, that is my favorite J.Smith project. People say like,
Blood.
you can't get that time back, or like people will ask for this type of Wiz Khalifa or this type of Jay,
Right.
this type of Drake, right? Um, and I get it, but like you can't expect that same thing from an artist because one, they're not in the
That
same
part.
place, and two, maybe even more importantly, you're not in the same place you were when you first listened to that, right?
That part.
But I say that to say the effects of it all has that just from that time in my life, like it holds that precedence. Now I don't want everyone to go back to that time in my life, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
But
yeah.
but that's why that album is so important to me. And so yeah, thank you for the effects of it all.
Nah,
It helped me through like a difficult 5 months of my life. I promise you that. And so
nah, man. That's just God working through me and for you. You know what I mean? And He gonna work through so many people, so many things. For you, man. So
mhm,
indirectly, directly. You
yep,
know what I mean? So it's just. I'm just happy that you was able to grab one of them gems for you. You know what I mean? Because He
man.
got it's so much stuff to help heal our souls on
Woo.
this earth. You know what I mean? And we just gotta just be open to it, you know what I mean, and discover it if even if it's not in front of our faces. So I love to hear that, bro. You ain't the only person who told me that's one of their favorite projects. And yeah, I mean it's yeah, I got some of my like one of my favorite songs is on that project. So I really like that Tommy Cole.
No, Tommy Cole is no, it's fire.
That
No,
that Tommy Cole is one of my favorite records. I had a snowfall bar on there that I gotta go back. I got a snowfall bar on there, AD, that go where it still tickle me. It still tickle me, man. Like I got to double back, but man,
I
Yeah.
I remember
What's
hearing it.
good?
I don't know what the exact bar is right now. I'm glad that you remember it though. I remember that you had it right. But when you say the Snowfall bar, it makes me think of another bar you got. This my favorite song on the album is actually Everything I'm Not. Um,
Mm,
and I just love the vibe, the hook.
mm,
But I mean,
mm.
you also rapping, and we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
the difference between rapping and rhyming here too. But Everything I'm Not, you
Mm,
say one of the lines on there is I've been Franklin, I got 100, you can't break my shell or you won't break my shell, right? Like it's multiple things packed into that one line, right?
mm,
Franklin, okay, the president, he's on the $100 bill, right? But if you up with pop culture in the '90s and you used to watch some good cartoons as a kid, then you know Franklin is coming. Come on, you feel me? I used to watch Franklin every day in the first grade, second grade, bro. Like so,
mm.
can't
Yes,
break
I'm stacking it. I'm
that.
stacking it, AD. I'm
That
stacking it.
Hey, real quick, we're gonna bounce. Like I said, we're gonna bounce around real quick,
For sure.
and we're gonna come back to Everything I'm Not. But in Thugs Cry, right? Um, you got the line. One, the alphabet sequence is stupid. It's stupid. It's
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell
but
yeah.
you say fabulous weed in my lungs. Help. I say I'm gonna replace the word help a player breathe. Right.
Yeah.
First of all, the contradiction, right? The weed
Yeah.
helped me breathe, right? But also, like, man, it helped me breathe mentally, right?
Right.
Fabulous, breathe.
Breathe. Yeah, it's that's that hip hop head shit in me, man. Like I love hip hop, man. So that it's gonna be I'm gonna layer it up as
Man,
much as I can. Even if you ain't gonna get it on the first, I'm always gonna try to do the double, triple entendre on it if I can, just cause it's like you say, it's rap, man. It just ain't rhyming, and I think it's a skill.
yep.
And I think, and it's, you know what I mean? It's a skill. It's a way your mind thinking, you know what I mean? It's just not, because rhyming, like you said, it's something that children learn at an early age. So like we all have the ability to rhyme, and that's why you see in the accessibility of creating music, you hear more rappers out there. That's why you hear the female genre growing so big because it's like, oh, I ain't got to rap. I could just rhyme.
Yep.
But and pop my shit, I ain't really gotta think too hard.
Oh,
I
God.
just gotta
Yep.
make it make sense. Oh man, that's and I ain't saying that what people ain't doing ain't talent, but it's just a different essence of the form of the art form, you know what I mean? And it's I love that you said that. So yeah, that shit, Thugs Cry, that's
Doug,
yeah, man.
Doug,
I didn't seen Thugs Cry, bruh. You feel me?
that's the first one because that's the second song on the project, right? And I love Start with Love, but when Thugs Cry was the one that hit me first because I mean it was the second one, but like oh I feel that real heavy right now in that moment. Thugs Cry
Mm,
is one of them ones. No,
mm.
for sure. I think about when people say like, you know, I was a basketball player, right? Like in middle school, high school. I played back, in men's league. I go play basketball, right? But it's a difference between a basketball player, someone who plays basketball, and someone
Mm,
they call a hooper
mm.
or a bucket, right? So
Yeah.
when I think about okay, a rapper is a hooper. A rhymer is just somebody who goes to the park to play basketball. Anybody can play basketball. Not anybody can be a hooper. Anybody can make a rhyme. Not anybody could be a rapper, right?
No, that's right, bro. I like to consider like, do you make music or do you rap?
Come
You
on.
know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean? And it's
yeah.
just like I feel like music can be anything. We could just make, beatboxing with your mouth is
Oh,
essentially
man.
music. You know what I mean? So it don't take a whole lot of like a lot to create music. So I think, and obviously it's different levels of it, but then rapping, like you just said, man, it's a real skill. When you hear it done at the highest level,
High level rap.
you just hear the difference. You just like, oh man, you not the thought process. It just take a different. It's just a different level of. It's just kind of like when you read something like bro, you got a bunch of degrees. It's kind of like if you read like a scholarly excerpt of some type of professor out there, some type of researcher, and it's just put together in a way you like, oh shit, they know what they talking
They
about.
flow and they got it's
You
connected.
feel
It
me?
makes sense. Like, yep.
Versus you go on Twitter
Mm-hmm.
The motherfucker, it makes sense what they talking about, but they ain't structure it and the wording ain't. It's way
There's no
more.
evidence. You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me? It's
Yep.
just and it's. I'm not saying that it ain't. What they saying ain't right, or but it's just a different layer of it, man. And but shit, the contradiction is I get all my news from Twitter. So, you know what I mean? So,
No, no,
you
I
know
get
what I
it.
mean? So
Facts.
that type of shit. And it's kind of like music wise, it's like I probably listen to as many non-rappers
Right.
who make music than, what I mean, who act the versus the spitters.
Yeah, I
Um,
get that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's interesting, bro. That's interesting.
No, for sure. And I don't want to spend, I mean, this is a 5 year ago album right now. I'm always big it up because it means that.
5 years. That's
Um,
hard.
but I don't want to kill too much time here. But I do want to bounce around a couple lyrics. So, and start with love. I grew up a Mellow fan of Syracuse, and for the Nuggets,
Mm.
shout out to Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? But Trizzle, big Mellow fans, right? But start with love. If you worked harder, you could have been the best. You sound like Mellow fans. Like I can't help but laugh at that. Like you just like you feel me? Like
Mm.
no, no, clever, very clever. Um,
Mm.
now these this is just the hook on Thugs Cry, right? But I seen Pretty
Mhm.
Pretty Ugly and I seen Thugs Cry. I seen all the hate grow and I seen love die. Like when you and I'm not even doing it justice, right? But like when you hear that, when if you can relate to that, the
Mm.
song it just smacks you in the man, bro. I'm telling you, like,
Mm.
oh, okay, no, he talking to me right now.
That love died, bro. When you see it, cause your mind, if it's impactful, you got both sides of it, and you
Yes.
carrying it forever. You remember when it blossoms,
Yep.
and you remember when it died. You know what I mean? And it's
Heavy.
like it's a feeling that
Yep.
you can't even ask. Like I know you a father. It's a feeling you really can't even tell your boy. He just gotta experience it. You
Gotta
know what I mean?
experience it. You're gonna see the beauty of it, but you're gonna have the beauty of it, but you're also gonna have the very ugly of it though too. And it's like,
You feel me? You can't even. It's like you can try to like give it to him in words, but it's like, man, that's something like life just got to teach you. You just got to go through it. It's a feeling. It's an experience. So I love that you resonated with that because, like I said, I think that's a human. Because I'm a big person of. I think loss is not just death.
yeah,
Losses can relationships could be what you thought your life was going to be
yep,
and it's not going to be that no more. You know what I mean? So that's a loss because you got to kind of grieve that shit. You know what I mean? So like all type of losses like you didn't seen that you didn't had, I just feel like a person can kind of truly relate. So hell yeah, AD. I
right.
shit.
No,
That project is cold, bro.
no,
I ain't
this
gonna
project, this project, one
I
of
ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
no, the top tier. Life,
Yeah.
life got both jokers waiting on brothers to play their ace. Like man, you think you got the
Mm,
highest card, right? You think I'm ace of
mm.
spades, I'm about to win the game. No, them jokers is ready for you in life,
Jokers.
and you never know how life gonna hit you, man.
And, and just the double line times were just them jokers. You feel me? Like them jokers, man. Hey, you gotta
Man,
watch out for them because they come in all shapes and sizes.
all shapes. It's no you.
All shapes and
And,
sizes.
and it's two of them. It's two, and it might be
Mm.
more in life, right? But like, man, just like that Smith,
Come
Smith.
on, come on, man.
Now, what you got? Why on why I do that, right? Love, and this just go to the hook right too. But love, I put my faith in it. Why I do that? Give my heart to something that ain't been loving me back, right?
Mm,
And that's such a tough feeling too, right? Because
mm,
obviously as we people of just love or God, right? Like we want to love, we want to give love. It's part of our job to give love, but it doesn't make it any easier when that love is not reciprocated from areas that we what I'm saying, that we want it from, right? So like
mm.
at that time, man, that smacked me in the face too. That right there was like
Nah.
talking to you right now, cuz like man, like whew, yeah,
Yeah, that shit real, bro. I mean, cause I think a lot of people out there, man, love the person the way they want to love them
yeah,
and don't love the person the way they need to be loved.
100%.
And then it gets kind of murky of like, well, you don't appreciate my love because I'm loving you. And it's like, well, shit, you ain't loving me the way I need to be loved, though. So it's like,
Right.
what are you expecting me? Expecting, what I mean, like reaction from me. So it's like I definitely get it, man. That record, man, I was going through something. I think I was in a long distance relationship, and I think I was putting forth a little bit more. I think I
Right.
was putting forth a little bit more, man, than
Mhm.
I felt like, than she was putting forth, and was really trying to like mold my. I didn't do it knowingly, but looking back, I was like kind of trying to mold myself to fit her life
Right.
and not like create something together or you know,
Yep. No, I get.
definitely try to make it convenient for it, and that shit didn't work, man. So yeah, my music, man, a lot of times 95% of it comes from a very real place.
Oh, I believe it.
You know,
Look, if you got genuine ears, you can hear it. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
If you really listen, and you can hear it and you can feel it. And I think
mm,
that's what I felt. And I don't want to take it too deep, but I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this up. And everything I'm not right. You got the 2015 in law school, mama facing 3 to 8 in jail, right? And so
mm,
like when I hear stuff like that, like
mm.
there's perspective, right? And so like
Very good.
whatever I'm going through at the moment, and this is just music in general, right? But when you
Right, right.
something like, oh, okay, I'm not, I'm not, you know what, I'm all right. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going through that right now. You feel me?
Mm,
I never been through that. And you know what? I don't think I'm ever going to go through that, right? So like,
mm,
it's like whatever I'm going, I can get through whatever, I can get through what I'm going through if he got through this, right? And so like once again, I don't, the off air, right? But I'm like, man, we need to make people call you Dr. Smith.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, Dr. Smith. But like, um, no facts. Like, but you're in school at that time, getting your
Hmm.
JD, correct? Which is
Hmm.
is your
Correct.
Juris Doctor.
Yep, my
Okay,
Juris doctor.
I never really said that out loud, so I had to make sure.
Yeah.
Juris. But it's Doctor of Law. Um, and at that same time, your mom is facing 3 to 8 in jail.
Yeah, bro. It was my second year of law school. I still remember, it's certain moments, you will never remember. Because I just remember, I remember two things from it. I remember the phone call. I woke up in the morning early, probably, early to me during law school, like 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? So
I
I
feel
wake up at 8 o'clock. I wake up with a call from county. You gotta call from county. You want to accept these charges. And if you've been to jail before, you know how to manipulate when you can kind of say something when they say instead of recording your voice,
yep.
you can get a quick sentence out. You know what I mean? So she said like, Joshua, I'm in jail. Please answer the phone. You know what I mean? Real quick. So I'm like, fuck. So I answered, find out what happened, whoop de whoop, and it was a serious felony. You know what I mean? It was a serious felony what she was facing. And of course, I'm in law school, and I'm start doing my due diligence and just kind of like understanding what she was facing and things like that. And then I remember going to school that day.
Mm,
I remember going to school, going to class that day, and I remember sitting in class, bro, like this. And like most of them like lectures, you know what I mean? So I'm just sitting there like this, and I'm just thinking like, man, I wonder who else going through something real heavy right now like this. Like, what I mean? Like cause I'm in law school, bro. I'm around people who like, man, my dad about to give me the firm, or both of my parents are attorneys,
they got the
or
silver spoon, if you will.
yeah, they family got a line of my brother's a doctor, I'm an attorney now, I come from a lineage of just like shit like that. So
Right.
my mother looking at a 3 to 8 charge for a violent crime. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn. I remember just going through that and feeling that, and I remember flying home that summer and seeing her behind the glass and yeah, man, shit was that was real, man. That was definitely so. And I only smiled because I just praise God because look at me,
Come
man.
on.
I got through it. I'm alive, man. By the grace of God, my mother's still alive,
Come on.
and life, what I mean, it could be so much worse, man. And I'm just grateful because it's like, if this the life that God want me to live, it's the life that He want me to live. You know what I mean? And I'm just learning how to navigate. the cards I'm dealt. And
Come
I
on.
think that's life, you know what I mean? I think that's life. You know, you try to people go through life, bro, trying to not to suffer,
Yep.
trying not to trying to just take the easiest way. And it's nothing, even the easy shit is hard, you know, at a certain
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
You're
once you
supposed to
kind
hit
of
roadblocks. You're gonna hit
you
hurdles.
gonna get roadblocks, and you just still got to see the beauty around you
Yep.
still, and what you have, even if it's the most minuscule shit. It's like, man, this shit is important in your world, and don't minimize it. You know what I mean? So I that's the reason I love to hear you getting back podding and interviewing and doing that shit. Cause like I said, it's life. We got one life. We
One
got
life.
one life.
Let's
Mm.
get it. Come
One life, bro.
on. No, facts. Obviously the line is talking about your mom, right?
Yeah.
But I know through talking to you and socials that your dad has been
Mhm.
and is a track coach, right? Very successful track coach. Um, uh,
Yeah. Shout out.
shout out to Pop Smith, man. But
Yeah.
that made me wonder: did you run track? If so, what events did you do?
Nah, bro. I was people always ask me that, because my dad done won indoor and outdoor state championships, I think 7 or 8.
Wow,
And I think he got like 3 outdoor state championships, and I think he got like 4 or 5 indoor. So people always been asking me that like my whole life, because he been obviously coaching for years. And I probably, bro, when the time I'm really taking that step to start being in sports, like middle school. Middle school to me is where boys is like, if you really serious about sports, this is the time to start showing you
you
serious.
step
Cause
into it. No, for
you
sure.
feel me? So around that time, bro, it's probably my first couple years without my mom. Shit, I'm not talking to her. She's somewhere in the streets and shit. So my life. So when I'm 10 years old without my mother there, my pop's not leaving me at the house all day. So I'm going to these track meets.
Okay, come
I'm
on.
going to these, and I'm there all day.
As
I'm there
as
I'm laying on people's bags. I'm a little nigga. I'm a little nigga, so I'm laying on people's bags. I got the Game
you're
Boy.
getting comfy, yeah,
Yeah, you feel me? I'm probably no older than your boy, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
yep,
and I'm just tagging along. I'm going to sometimes these meets is, we in the Cleveland area, so Columbus, couple hours away.
right,
Might be somewhere in Dayton, few hours away, might be somewhere, all types of place all over the state. So
shout out to Pops, man.
bruh. And then obviously my pop's a track coach. He coming home every night, bro. Damn near 7, 8 o'clock. And I don't know. So I'm home every night by myself. Like that's I'm 11, 12, 13 years old at home to about 8 on a weekday.
Whew.
And then on a Saturday, if I don't go to the meet, I'm home by myself all Saturday, bro.
Wow,
From the morning to about 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Cause depending on where the meet at,
yep. You got to
he the coach.
drive, bus, get back, like
He
all
gotta make sure all the kids good, all that shit.
wait for
So,
rides.
bruh, so that's it. Kind of, I don't want to say I despise track, 'cause I love watching track and I love the actual sport, but I think it just killed my interest, man. And just kind of like it didn't, like, it did the opposite since I was in such close proximity.
He was forced
It
to
did
be
that.
around it,
Yeah, yeah, it did, because some people gonna gravitate to it, like, well, I'm close to it. My dad do this, da 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 da, and it kind of like made me not really. And plus, I was already into other sports like football, basketball more,
right?
so it was kind of like, yeah. And then yeah, bro, I don't want
No,
to go down,
that
but
makes
that
perfect
shit, yeah,
sense.
that shit is, yeah. People ask me that. That's probably one of the most, like, you ain't run track, like, nah, man, I
No,
kind of
I was honestly surprised to hear you say it, but as you described it, right, I can understand the feeling that the feeling resonates with me. Like, and you forced to be around it. That time is also being taken from it's time that your dad's devoting to this. That y'all might not be kicking it, right? Like, you know what I'm saying. So like, there's a lot of I feel like there could be a lot of things that go into it.
right.
Sure,
And
like
that's my only parent too at the time. So it's like, that played a big part, where it was like, damn, And when you're young, you kind of just fill in the blanks,
Yeah, yeah.
because you don't have all the knowledge and the information. So I'm just filling in the blanks with my mind of whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, bro, but no, that's some real shit.
How did you become a Lakers fan? Was it because of Kobe and you like Kobe as a young individual, or
Shaq,
where did it start at?
Shaq.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it started with Shaq.
Yeah,
Oh, I know
Shaq.
that.
Shaq with the taco commercials like this. I don't know if niggas remember that. He used to be at the free throw line eating tacos.
Ian
Wings.
Taco.
So that was my
Wow.
I was a big Penny Hardaway fan. I was a
Okay, come
big
on.
So Penny and Shaq was cold.
Yes, very.
And I used to mess with Penny, the little Penny puppet,
Yep.
all that.
The Sprite
And
commercials.
right,
Man,
all that. And then when Shaq went to the Lakers, it just I don't know. I was already kind of like Team Shaq.
right?
And then shit,
And
Kobe
Penny in Orlando wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. Like it just.
won the same. And then Penny kept getting hurt.
Yep, yep. Injury
Penny
prone.
kept getting hurt.
Hmm.
And then shit, Kobe got drafted 97, same year Shaq joined, and he won the slam dunk contest in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, I did not know that. Holy smoke!
Yeah, it was because I think we just got that arena, brand new. I think it was like a year or two old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. My first Cavs game. Actually, it's my first Cavs and Knicks game. So mid '90s. I forget. I couldn't tell you who played except for Chris Childs. He's the only one I was
Mm.
locked on. I know the Chris and Kobe, but like that's the only player I remember like locking into was it's a weeknight. I don't even know why my pops whatever dads do what they do I guess. But like but yeah I mean
That's hard though. That's hard, man. I always envision doing that, man. Like if I have a son with even if I got a daughter, especially
come
if
on
she into sports, like if the game on late, they go into overtime and they sleep, like, hey,
that,
wake up.
wake
Like,
that's look
wake up.
that's what we
He going for 60. Wake your ass up.
wake up. That's
Wake up.
that's what we do with the Knicks this past couple months. Man,
Hey man, we
I,
gotta
I was like,
celebrate it.
I'm like, bro, come on, man. He didn't care at all. I'm like, come on, man, let's go, man. Enjoy this time with this 50
Got
years.
to. Got to, man. Cause he gon' even if you don't like his subconscious absorbed it all. So
100%.
20 years from now, he gonna be like, I remember that shit. My
Yes,
pops
man.
woke me up.
Yes.
Man, yeah.
No, no,
So
no. I remember stuff like that. So when you saying it, I'm like, no, he going maybe 3 years he not thinking about it, but 15, 20 years from now it's gonna smack him like, oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah, for
No
sure.
facts. Now I
For
don't know
sure.
what song it is on the effects of it all. But there's a bar where you while we on the Lakers, you mentioned something about Shorty flying you out to a Lakers game. Yeah, man, and that's hard. First of all, I ain't never
Hard.
I never been flown out. I ain't never been flown out to
Hard.
a game. So like that was a flex in my opinion. I'm like, okay, no, this is hard. I like this.
Hard.
Especially knowing that you're a Lakers fan, right? But with that said, I got what it makes me think about is that like the top tier one? How many times have you been flown out? Let's start there.
How many times have I been flown up? I ain't saying it like it's been that many times.
AD gonna make me sound like a fool.
Um, maybe like once or twice. Maybe like once
He
or
lying.
twice.
He lying. I don't believe him.
Maybe like once or maybe like once or
That's a
twice,
safe
bro.
response. He thought too long to say once or twice.
Maybe like once or twice. But yeah, that Lakers thing, bro, it was yeah, man.
You know,
And
whoever
that's
she
why
was, she liked you because like if she know how much you like the Lakers and she flying you out to see the Lakers, man, man. I mean, unless she was just, and she could have been a millionaire, not tripping, right? But either way, like
no, I mean she ain't
that's
come off as a millionaire. I mean, we was in law school together. And I give you a little background. We was in law school together, and we wasn't like together. At least, yeah, I don't think at least not at that time we wasn't together. And but we was vibing and getting to know each other. I think she kind of she her gift was kind of crazy.
okay,
Like I remember, like maybe I met her. It happened to be Valentine's Day, like a week later. Like when we just started talking in class or school.
okay.
Bruh, I get an Xbox video game for Valentine's Day. I'm
Ooh, oh, she coming on strong.
coming on strong, bro. Coming on strong. And mind you,
That's
I'm
cool, but it can be
20.
scary too.
I'm 24. I'm 24 at this
Yeah, you
time.
young. Okay,
I'm
okay.
young. So now you coming on like this to me, and I ain't never really had, and I ain't even really doing nothing. You
No,
know what I
okay,
mean?
right.
So we start hanging out, kicking it with a whoopity whoop. I can't. She knew how I got the Lakers, how big that was for me, bro. So I think this one around the time Kobe tore his Achilles.
Ooh, at the free, and he had to
Okay.
come to the free throw line. Oh,
After the yeah, against the Warriors when he tore his Achilles, and he was never really the same Kobe ever after that. He played maybe like 2, 3 more years, but
right.
he was never the same dude. So end up going. So she knew that I was trying to see him, and but she didn't know he wasn't playing. Like he didn't know he was
Oh,
out. So
right.
she was like, yeah, I got you a little something. Da, 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 da. I'm like, what you gave me, bruh? Plane ticket, Lakers game ticket, hotel. Bruh, I'm 24. I'm 24. Bro, we staying downtown LA, nice ass room. Bro, we staying lower level Lakers game where they don't even let you, when you stay close, like during the game, while the game playing, they don't even let you walk
No,
the aisles. They
no,
hold you until it's like a stoppage, and then they'll let you get to your seat.
that makes sense though.
Bro, we was like eighth row. I'm up here just like and this is my first time in Staples Center. I'm like, oh my God.
You could dive and
Oh my
touch Jack Nicholas for real. Like,
bro. Bro, I'm looking around, man. I'm flicking it up. I'm just, bruh,
taking it in.
like, bruh. So when I think about that, like, it's like, man, she flew me to the Lakers game. You
That's
know
hard.
what I mean?
Boy.
Hard. Like, I don't like to compare things or women or shit like that, but that shit hard, bro.
Shit,
That shit was hard, bro.
that's top tier courting right there.
That's
Literally and
top.
figuratively. Come on, come on, come on.
Hey, what you feel me?
No, no, I
The
understand.
filet mignon. You feel me?
Oh, thanks. Hey, no, hey, that what City Boys is up, man. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever they calling it. Facts.
Man, how I blew that, bruh. Young and dumb.
Hey, man. Hey, look, we all been there. All been there. Well,
Young
I
and
ain't been there,
dumb.
but we all been young and dumb. Um,
Praise God to that, bruh.
you know what I'm saying? We got 5 minutes left, and I want to make sure we tap a couple other areas real quick.
Yes, sir.
Did you grow up with pets?
No.
Okay, see, in my head, we never talked about this, but in my head, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think he. I'm willing to bet he didn't. So that means Kev is your first dog.
He's my second dog, but I had a I had like when I was 10, it was one of the worst days of my life. I'm gonna keep it quick. I got a dog around Christmas time. It was a German Shepherd Husky mix, and he was a puppy. He was real small, but he was gonna be big. But he was cute.
Right,
And it's in Cleveland time. So I mean Cleveland time, Cleveland. I'm in the winter, so it's snow and stuff. I'm just starting to like football, so I'm a big Vikings fan.
right,
Bro, it's our best year ever. We 15-1. Same year that our kicker missed. He make the field goal. It's like 30 yards, 40 yards. We go to the Super Bowl and
right.
play the Broncos. He missed. He ain't missed a field goal in 2 years, bro. I'm at my aunt house watching the game. A little nigga, I never forget. My parents picked me up to go because I got school, you know,
Right.
that Monday. So he picked me up Sunday evening. I just watched the playoff game. He just missed. I'm hurt. My parents got, you usually make little kids ride the back seat. So my parents got a little a sheet laid out on the back seat, like they like they trying to cover the back seat.
Yep.
It
Why would
just
y'all do this? Yeah.
it just clicked real quick. I'm like, man, y'all took my dog back, didn't y'all?
Oh,
And it was like, it was just too much, son. And I was like, damn, I ain't say that was fucked up, but I was in my like, damn, that was fucked up,
oh no,
man.
that's definitely fucked up. Oh
And
man.
I had him for about a month because about Christmas, like the playoffs start like what, mid-January, some shit like that. So yeah, it was probably like late January. They took his ass back. So I had him about a month, man. So yeah, man. But now my dog, now Kevin, he turned He turned 6 on the 31st, so I'm
Let's go.
excited,
Hey
man.
man, look, hey Smith, I'm so glad you happy, man. I'm so glad for your success, man. You look. I'm laughing with you, but like, I'm trying, man.
My brother.
You had some tough times, man.
My brother, man. But hey, praise God, man. We standing. We gonna hey, and the best is yet to come, my brother.
Come on, that's a fact. That's a
Come
fact.
on.
Um, real quick, we got 2 minutes. I'm on a free Zoom, right? But and everybody can laugh at me. That's all right. Anita or Tony Braxton?
Anita,
Let's go. Keisha Cole or Ashanti?
Ashanti,
Alicia Keys or Lauren Hill?
Lauren Hill.
That's valid. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, Lauren Hill though, cause
No,
she doing it all.
doing it all, doing it all, doing it all. Favorite munchie, favorite snack when you get freshly baked. You know what I'm saying? What's your go-to?
Reese sticks.
Oh, the sticks.
Yeah, sticks, bro. They out.
See, Neek likes the cups. I'm a peach yogurt guy. I like real specific.
Peach yogurt. Yeah, that's real specific, bro.
No, yeah, I know.
And so like if it's strawberry yogurt, you like, nah,
I mean,
this
no,
ain't.
I'm still going with it, but like if like I have my pick, my favorite, let me get the
Yeah,
peach.
yeah.
Let me get the peach. What's in the fridge? I got the peach. We're running the peach. Give me two of them right now. But yeah,
Okay, okay. So wifey know, like, hey, if I want to make him happy, it's peach yogurt.
peach all day, every day. I'll crush like
Bet,
four of
bet.
them if I could. No, and we got less than a minute here. And the last question I have for you, Smith, I've been asking this since I became a dad, and this is for
Yeah.
all the youngins, but for Miles, 10, 15, 20 years from now, he watches this. What's a piece of advice from Dr. Josh Smith that he could take going forward in his life?
Hey, I give it to you real quick, Miles. Like my pops always told me, put your best foot forward because the alternative is worse. And that's it. That's life. So always put your best foot forward because anything less else is worse. So, and if you could take anything from me, little homie, man, take that and carry that with you and just know that for sure.
My dog Smith. That's time. I appreciate you, my brother.
Hey,
I
man.
love you,
Hey, I love you too, family. It's always a pleasure, man. Hit
my
me
dog.
anytime.
I'm gonna hit you on the text.